Good morning team. Today we will discuss how you can implement the PCI DSS controls. Let's begin the session. In the left side from column B, C, D are the ideal controls which is provided by the PCI DSS standards. Column number F, G, H, I onwards, these are the current state of your organization. As I had mentioned, the existing environment controls, and these are the ideal standards controls. So there are 12 requirements. If I would say how many requirements in PCI 1, so there are 12 requirements. So starting with the number 1, as per the PCI, first you need to have install and maintain a firewall configuration where focus area would be the network segmentations, firewalls, and evidences. During the audit you need to produce the documented firewall and router config standards, current network diagram, firewall rule set and access control list, documentations of firewall reviews, how to change control evidences, firewall config audit logs. You should produce the evidences of denial of authorized traffic, documentations of default password change, and justification for services, protocols and ports, external and internal testing reports. Okay, these are the ideal controls, but you need to check whether these controls exist in your organization or not. For example, number 1 is a documented firewall and router configuration. So in your existing controls, example, you don't have the controls of the firewall config and the documented relates. So mention here, okay, like this, it's already been mentioned. What is the gap? Okay, this is a gap. Okay, who is the owner? Example, me as a owner, due date. Okay, what is the timeline to implement this gap and evidence location? So this is how you can generate the gap assessment report of a PCI, or how can you implement the PCI one. This is the way you can have list all the standard controls, and in the right side the the existing controls, and you can compare and have assessment of impact and do the proper analysis. Okay, second is, for example, default passwords when the focus area would be secure system config. This control is saying that you should have system hardening with and build standard documents, configurations baseline and document. You should have evidences of disabled and deleted accounts, default accounts, system inventory with config status, vulnerability scan or penetrating report test, audit and review logs, config management tool outputs and change management records. So you can compare each and every controls which is ideal mentioned here with your existing control. If this matches with your organization, if you have the existing one, then it's fine. Otherwise you need to update here. For example, here number 1, system hardening and build standard documents. Example number 1 here, as I mentioning, okay, I don't have, okay, currently we don't have, for example, okay, currently we don't have, okay, system hardening documents. Okay, so you can see the, here this is a clear gap. So you can mention here, yes, gap is there. Okay, who is the owner? For example, me is the owner. Okay, what's the timeline to implement this one? You can mention as, okay, I can have the time till 10th August 2025. Great. So like this you can have assess all the controls mentioned in column number D with respect to your existing controls existing in your org. Okay, number 3 is a protect shared cardholders data. The focus area would be how you encrypt the data and masking. Data encryptions documents, you should have tokenization and truncation evidences, key management policies, you should have storage inventory and justification, you should have access control evidences, you should have data retention and disposal policies, logging and monitoring, inventory product certifications. You should have all these. So compare one on one here the ideal control which I mentioned, right, with respect to your current controls exist in your organization, and accordingly you can have fill up all these Excel sheets. In a similar way, encrypt transmissions data caldera, that means how you protect the data when data is in transit mode. How to protect data from malwares. How to develop and secure system, restrict access to data, okay, restrict physical access, track and monitor access, regularly test security systems, maintain a secure policies. Okay, great. So this is how you can compare each and every controls which is mentioned in column D as evidence. Compare this with your organization whether you have it or not, and accordingly you can assess the gap assessment reports. If still you have any queries, you can let me know by doing your comments. I will definitely pick up all these, or if you require one-on-one, then it's also okay for me. So below are the coming sessions for GRC, ISO 27001, TPRM, GDPR, PCI DSS and SOC 2. If you require training and interview preparation and guidance on below topics, you can connect me by doing by doing comments, or you can also email me on rajveersinghag@gmail.com. I will definitely try to attend your emails or comments. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.